Okay, 1.10, these are the last two concepts that we're doing before the test Friday. This is a continuation of, this is a continuation of the A and B worksheet that we did earlier, about a week or two ago. This is C. You should have C and D. C is distributive property, and D is the variable on both sides. All right, let's do C first. When I have a number in front of parentheses, what do? That's right, multiply it over the parentheses. Distribute, good. So I have one, Parker, why? I have 145 equals -5 times 1, -5. -5 times a minus 6n. Okay, negative times negative, 30. And then don't forget the n. Now I have to solve for the variable or isolate the variable. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. I get 150 equals, these add up to 0. You're more than happy to put a 0 there. I get 30n. Still have to get n by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by the coefficient 30. 150 divided by 35. My 30's cancel to 1. 1 times n is n. Number 3. -2, I have to distribute it over the parentheses. -2 times 6m. -2 times a positive 3. Please be careful. Don't distribute the -2 to the 2m outside of the parentheses because it's outside of the parentheses. Bring it down. Okay, now I've got some terms to combine on the same side of the equal sign. I've got a minus 12m here and a positive 2m gives me, that's right, negative 10m minus 6. Yes, you did. Supposed to add it. Okay, I'm going to add 6 to both sides. Better to try. Hey, the best way to learn is to try and make mistakes. That's how you learn. Not to try is not learning. Okay, add 6 to both sides. Oops, sorry. These add up to 0. I get negative 10m equals negative 80. Yes, this is going to be on the test. No. I gave it a test preview yesterday. That's what's going to be on the test. Okay, divide both sides by the coefficient, negative 10. And you're correct. M equals negative divided by negative. Okay, number 5. I have a number -4 in front of parentheses, so I get to distribute that over the parentheses. What do I do with the minus n? That's right, bring it down. We're not doing anything with it. -4 times 2n. -8n. -4 times -3. +12. Combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. -1n minus an 8n gives me subtract 12 from both sides. And then divide both sides by the coefficient. -9. And I get, careful. Yep. Should we try a harder one? Yeah, let's try 11. Okay, I've got 2 sets of parentheses here, so I'm going to have to distribute the number over the parentheses. What's in front of this parentheses here? I have a minus sign, but there's actually a -1 there, right? So I'm going to distribute that over the parentheses. -8 times -3, +24. -8 times a +7p minus 56p. -1 times a +1 -1. -1 times a -6 +6p. Okay, let's combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. See, I've got a -56p and a +6p. Gives me a -50p. -1 and a +24 gives me a +23. What? Hey! What? Subtract 23 from both sides. I get -50p. It's going to equal 0. Divide both sides by the coefficient -50. Now I can divide 0 by a number. I can't divide a number by 0. Don't believe me? Use your calculators. I get p equals 0. Nine. Just shows up a lot in my life. Ricky, quiet, please. Okay, so on this worksheet, I want you to do the evens. And if you're not a master at it, then do the odds. In other words, do the odds if needed. If necessary, if needed, if you feel like you need extra work, more practice, because you want to get an A on the test. Do you have your phone out? Are you texting? Are you playing video games? Yes. Well, you have your phone out in front of you. E. All right, let's go to D. Okay, number one. This sheet is variables on both sides of the equation. Number one, I have variables on one side I can actually combine. Please do this before you start with the equation because a lot of you make a lot of mistakes. Negative 2r plus 8r is what? R. Please don't combine these. These are unlike terms. Have to get my variables on one side and my numbers on the other. Okay, divide both sides by the coefficient. 5. R equals 3. Number 3. Let's simplify each side first by combining like terms. See, I have a 1m and a minus 6m. Gives me what? That's right, a minus 5m. And I have a minus 5 here. Right-hand side, I have a 3m. Gives me a plus 1 and a minus 6. Okay. Anybody see something strange about this one? They're the same, right? So if I add 5m and add 5, I'm going to get 0 equals 0. What does this mean? Hold on. The same line, right? It's the same line. So what does that mean for solutions, though? It's the other one. It's the other one. All real numbers, infinitely many solutions. Right? Anything I choose for m is going to work and make this side of the equation equal to this side of the equation because they're the same. How about number 4? Why don't you guys do number 4 real quick? Matthew, what'd you get? Is it? Very good. Who said that? Ricky? Excellent. Yeah, when you go to subtract 5p from both the sides, now this time I'm going to have to put a 0 there, right? Because there's nothing else to put there. These add up to 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. No. Now, is this a true statement? Does 0 equal 8? Nothing's going to work then. No solution. What kind of lines do I have? This was the same line, right? What kind? These are linear equations. So it means every equation that you see in this unit is a line. You told me that we have the same line here. This is one line equal another line. This is one line equals another line. What kind of lines are these? If this was the same line, yeah, they're different. Trying to get you to think a little extra outside the box. These are going to be parallel lines. Okay, because there's no intersection point. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, he's talking to me.
Do we need to do another one? Ooh, let's do like number 19. Okay, I have a 5 in front, a negative 5 in front of parentheses. I need to distribute over the parentheses. And on this side, I have a negative 8. I need to distribute over the parentheses. Okay, negative 5 times 6x, negative 30x. Negative 5 times minus 2, plus 10. The 4 is outside the parentheses, just bring it down. Negative 8 times a positive 8, negative 64. Negative 8 times a positive 3x, a negative 24x. Let's combine on the same side of the equal sign. See, the only thing we've got is a plus 10 and a plus 4 that are like terms. So I have negative 30x plus 14. I'm going to add 30x just because I like positive numbers. It's going to make this x term positive. So I get 14 equals negative 64 plus 6x. Then I'm going to add 64 to both sides. Okay, it's 78 equals 6x. And divide both sides by 6. It is 12. No, it's not 12.